Make in India initiative particularly. Ministry has taken lot of initiatives under the leadership of Honorable Minister and Secretary Sir. And they have constituted a committee and lot many relaxations, ease of doing business, lot many things have been done. I think all that will come in my presentation after this. And particularly keeping the future of coal mining for a few more decades in India, and also critical minerals mining in multifold. So mining is going to improve significantly within the country for the development of country in all respects. So once again, I welcome Sir and CMD NLC and all of you, particularly press and media, for this Make in India Roadshow. First time it is being organized in Chennai on the direction of Secretary Sir on requirement of equipment for coal industry in the total country, and also Coal India, and also commercial and captive mines. All that I will try to give you so that you can have an idea that what is that future requirement and what can be done from your side. The projections are given up to 2930, the coal production projections. This is lower side only. The higher side it goes up to 2 billion ton. You can see presently 23-24 it will be 1 billion ton we are going to produce. From that level to it will go up to 1.5 billion ton by 29-30. And their split up is also given. Coal India is planning for 1 billion ton in 25-26. And from there it will go up to 1.12 billion ton by 29-30. And similarly, Singareni also from present 70 million ton to they will go up to 85.5 million ton by 29-30. And Naveli lignite also from 13 million ton to they will go to 29 million ton. And again, next slide. Yeah. Okay. Commercial mining. About 100 coal blocks are expected to reach their peak rated capacity of 350 million ton by 30-31 from the level of 116 million ton per annum in 22-23. And another 100 million ton contribution is expected from blocks which are to be further auctioned by 30-31. Average stripping ratio of 2.5, considering that the OBR, additional amount of OBR to be handled is about 1000 million cubic meters. So altogether it is coming to about 1500 million ton by 29-30. Commercial mining, Singareni, Neyveli, and Coal India. Next. Now coming to the existing population of HEMM. In Coal India, we have about 4,747 numbers. Basically, the HEMM means major equipment, dragline, shovel, dumpers, dozers, and drills. So they are considered in this population. So total it is 4,747 as on date, and out of that indigenously manufactured are 4,120 and imported are 627. Basically, we are importing higher capacity equipment. Okay, as projected, as given in first slide, that 1.5 billion ton by 29-30, the requirement of HEMM would be about 19,035 indigenous and 1120 imported. Now, whatever we are importing, unless indigenous manufacturing facility is set up, we have to import the same thing till 29-30 also, unless we prepare for indigenous manufacturing. So total the equipment is 20,155. So this is only for coal industry again, and we have other non-coal mining mines also expanding at the same rate, particularly critical minerals and all other basic metals also. Everything now has to be increased in multifold for ensuring the required growth of the country. So that way you have, that is not assessed properly, that non-coal mining, what is the requirement and all. Probably that is also not less, and that I think 50% of it will be that also. Next. Actually, Coal India, again, under the direction of Ministry of Coal, and the Honorable Minister also launched this roadmap for underground mining to produce 100 million ton in next 5 years. Presently, last year we produced about 36 million ton. This year, Coal India has a target of 30 million ton, and by 27-28 we are planning 100 million ton. By 29-30, 125 million ton we are planning, and all that roadmap has been prepared project-wise and equipment-wise. All that is done. Now from here you can see that total Coal India mines, it is coming to 181, and private and commercial it is 14, and total it is coming to 195 continuous miners deployment requirement. And long walls, actually we are not focusing much now, because you know that that is very disciplined technology, and a lot of expertise is required, and lot many things are there, thousands of components are there in the circuit, and failure of one single o-ring failure or airing failure will result the stalling of the entire process. So that requires quality material, and also lot of expertise, lot of skillness, and right from exploration to execution, it requires lot of discipline. Finally, but that is the most productive technology, long wall, and mostly in underground mining, long wall plays a major role, and most of the coal comes from long wall mining only in underground. So in second phase, we are thinking of going for long wall, but in first phase, Coal India is planning only with high wall mining and continuous miners. So because there are already established models in India, in Coal India and elsewhere, because manufacturers are there, operators are there, and we are getting 0.5 million ton per unit consistently, and that way that is proven, and there will not be any risk in that. But long wall, it can be planned later. Time being, now the projection that whatever tree is there, whatever existing long walls are there are properties, favorable conditions, lot many mines are there. We need to go for long wall, but maybe after 5 years we can think about it, and if somebody comes, sets up their plant in here, then it is possible to go for long wall mining. And high wall units also, every open cast mine is a potential high wall mining unit. So that way we have 160, 170 open cast mines, working mines, and abandoned mines also 150 mines. That way 300 open cast mines. There is a potentiality for high wall mining, and we are studying, and we have identified so far 30, and already 5 are in operation, 5 are awarded, and 10 are in tendering process, remaining are in pipeline. So that way we are going in a big way for high wall mining also. So presently, what are the equipment being imported by Coal India or by other coal companies? Electric rope shovels, more than 20 cubic meters we are importing, and future requirement in 7 years is 90, annual requirement is 3. Hydraulic shovels 10 to 12 cubic meter, again they are being imported, and 7 years requirement it is given 42. Annually we need about 6 to 8. Dumper 190, 173 next 7 years. It is probably only Coal India coal. Again, now you have to consider this also. We are giving all the contracts under long term and MDO model, and all are big projects. So smaller capacity will not meet the requirement. So in all MDO long term contracts, we have to go for higher capacity, like this 190 ton dumpers and 20 kilometer shovels. That way, whatever is given here, so that number will go up. It is only Coal India present status we have given, but this is likely to go up. It is the minimum thing which is required as per present status. So this will also go up. And dozer 460 HP, motor graded 500 HP, crawler dozer 850 HP, payloader 10 cubic meters. And coming to underground, continuous miner about 140 are required at the rate of 20 to 30 per annum. And free street vehicles 140, it may be much more also, but for transport of vehicles in underground, transport of persons, and that also at the rate of 20 to 30. We don't have any facility for this free street vehicles and also multi-utility vehicles. They are basically used for transport of material, transport of roof bolts, transport of heavy equipment. So that way, that all the supply chain system or whatever connected ancillary system is there. So lot of potential is there, like auxiliary fans, booster fans, main fans, air chilling plants, because we are going deeper and deeper. So that way, lot many opportunities, lot of potential for using this kind of equipment. So again, this Make in India initiative, you are all aware that Honorable Prime Minister launched this in 2014 as a part of a wider set of nation building initiatives, and just the objective is to promote indigenous manufacturing of mining equipment, and actually the ministry has constituted a committee, and with all the involving all the stakeholders, Coal India, NLC, and even manufacturers also. You are all, most of them, you are members also in that. We interact a number of times, basically to identify the potential and what relaxation is required for ease of doing business, and all that. That is the TOR given for committee. Now, actually, this committee, Coal India, what it has done, that it has standardized its equipment. Like we used to have different specifications and maintaining spares and all that, it was difficult. So to streamline and to standardize the equipment, again committee suggested that we will go for three types of combinations: 5 cubic meter shovel with 60 ton dumper, 10 cubic meter shovel with 100 ton dumper, and 20 cubic meter shovel with 190 to 200 ton dumpers. So after that, we are sticking to this only. We are not going for, again, we deleted from our standards that 42 cubic meter shovel and 240 ton dumper. Because again, in the mine also, this type of machinery are more flexible. If you go for higher capacity, again, they are not flexible for different reasons, and we are losing production, and also that spare supply and all that, it is becoming difficult. So we have standardized the equipment, and accordingly we are implementing in Coal India, and the same thing has been standardized by the ministry, and while approving the mining plan itself, which is to be approved by the CCO, now guidelines are given by the ministry that only standardization, whatever is there, that will be implemented. Again, present level of equipment, what is being imported, already we have seen in earlier slide that all that higher capacity, particularly 20 cubic meter shovel, above capacity drag lines, and 850 dozers, and higher capacity drills, and all that being imported. Even Niveli also, all specialized equipment they are getting from outside and only assembling here. Singareni also, they are looking for import of hydraulic shovels of higher capacity, and all underground mass production technology also, particularly continuous miner. Now few manufacturers started manufacturing, otherwise till now we are completely dependent on import, that continuous miners. Even high wall mining, just they started Gainwell, but otherwise we were importing till date. Again, we have taken a lot of steps under the guidance of ministry, that we use your vision plan, and also in purchase manual we have included all the government guidelines and all that. Even some of the, as a effort of this Make in India and Ministry of Coal government initiatives, some manufacturers have come forward and set up lot many facilities. Today also, sir has visited one of the manufacturing unit where 190 ton, 240 ton dumpers are also being manufactured indigenously. The BKT, they supply tires and all types of tires. They have a big facility, and 240 ton dumper tires also they are manufacturing. That way, Tata Hitachi and L&T and all these people started setting up their plants in India and trying to meet the requirement of country. Actually, committee has made some recommendations. Again, that ministry has also approved this. The 3 to 4 issues what committee has recommended is that earlier there was during trial period availability should be 85%. Now that has been reduced to 75%. Earlier trial period was 3 years. Now that has been reduced to 2 years. And anywhere, the particular make model, if it is proven in other country, that will be taken as the provenness criteria. Otherwise, in earlier it is to be proved within India also. Now we are dispensing with that, and if it is proved elsewhere also, that will be treated as proven, and that is another thing. And MDO and hiring contracts we have allowed the OEMs to participate in it in open cast tenders and underground tenders. And even underground, particularly Elecon, they have manufactured one continuous miner, and there was a problem. Or others also, when they start manufacturing, again initially provenness and other things will be there. So we are started implementing this trial run for trial order for underground equipment also, without any penalty and all that benefits and all. So that way, whatever indigenous manufacturing is there, accordingly some changes in the purchase procedure and policy formulation and all, it is being done under the direction of ministry. These are details of some of the trial tenders ordered so far. And way forward is that finally we have huge potential for coal mining, non-coal mining, and whatever I have figures indicated, they are the bare minimum thing that we did work clearly for non-coal mining, and within coal mining also the lower capacity equipment will be converted into higher capacity because of MDO models and long-term outsourcing. So that way there is a huge opportunity for everyone. Again, when you must be aware that the future of coal is there up to, we have drawn projections up to 2047. It will keep on increasing and 1.5 to 2 billion ton up to 2047. So after that also, it is difficult to predict at this time, but it will not be abrupt ending. Maybe if renewable energy comes up, then downtrend also it is uniform rate. So from now onwards, another 3 decades probably, coal production will increase, mining will increase. So lot of possibility is there for indigenous manufacturing and meeting the country's requirement.
Features of developed country is the energy security. And the features of energy security is fuel security and the per capita consumption of electricity in the country. As on date, our per capita consumption is hardly 1,500 kilowatt hour per year against the world average of 3,500. Even many underdeveloped countries are having per capita consumption more than us. And for becoming a developed country, as on date, the developed country's average per capita consumption is 10,000 kilowatt hours. So a journey from 1500 kilowatt hours to 10,000 kilowatt hours, we have to achieve before 2047. So that is related to entirely the mining sector in 2 ways. One is the fuel security in form of the increased coal production, increased coal generation, and increased energy security. Although renewable capacity is coming up, but until the storage capacity is there, the dependence of the country on coal will continue. Even in the 2047 projections, more than 50% of our energy needs will come from coal. And although we are targeting for net zero by 2070, net zero doesn't mean coal zero. Even in 2070, with the necessary emission control devices, coal is going to still dominate in the power generating scenario. That is one part. Second, even we are targeting for energy transformation from coal to renewables and storage systems. For renewables and storage systems, we require critical minerals like the lithium, molybdenum, and other critical minerals. And as on date, only 9% of our land is explored. So we are having potential of number of critical minerals. So going forward, heavy earth moving equipment, they are going to play a very important role both in the coal production as well as in critical mineral production that facilitate us into energy transformation. And now coming to the point that why the Make in India is required at this point of time. The entire globe suffered a lot during the COVID pandemic, but COVID taught us many lessons. And one of the lessons is Atmanirbhar Bharat. We should be self-reliant. We should not be depending on any country for any of our needs. That is the reason why there is utmost importance to develop all the critical equipment, all the critical machinery within the country. Then only we can become Atmanirbhar Bharat. So I am very happy to know about this initiative of Government of India, Ministry of Coal, under able leadership of Secretary Coal, for this roadshow for the Make in India concept and making indigenization of heavy earth moving equipment. So I wish this roadshow a success, and this will in long way help in energy security of the country and also to achieve our target of becoming developed country by 2047. Thank you. Thank you also.
Coal is continue to play a key role, both power, other sectors, NRS, and also the futuristic sector, coal gasification. I am also happy to share with you that during last about 1 year, Neyveli Lignite Corporation India Limited, under dynamic leadership of Shri Prasannaji, has achieved over 100% enhancement in their market capitalization. 100%, over 100%. In fact, it's much more than 100%. Triple. Oh. So it's tripled in last 1 year. Because of his dynamic leadership, he has been able to resolve various issues impending the management of company and have gone big way into diversification of the company. NLC is generating about 1500 megawatt of solar, which is currently the highest generating capacity in any PSUs in the country. And they are going big way for setting up new solar capacities in Rajasthan, Gujarat, and also into wind energy, and also thinking into for going and exploring the small size nuclear, setting up thermal power plant in Odisha, Pithead, Talabira, and Uttar Pradesh, Ghatampur, and various other projects are under consideration stage. So through today's function, I would like to compliment Shri Prasannaji and the entire team of NLCIL for outstanding performance and assure full of our support and well wishes to keep on doing such good work to ensure the energy security of the country. Let me also compliment Dr. P. Veera Reddy ji, Director Technical Coal India Limited, Chairman Coal India Limited of Shri PM Prasad could not come because of some other engagement. But CIL also has achieved 100% plus addition to its market capitalization during last 1 year. It's a matter of pride for all of us. The coal production of CIL was highest ever last year. It grew 14% year to year, and this year also their production is going to be further 70 million ton over that highest, and Coal India is likely to achieve 780 million ton of the coal production, which is historically not only high but has gone up at very high base at more than 11% of the additional capacity, additional production. And so Coal India was primarily responsible for ensuring coal to the nation, but now since the production capacity of coal has been adequately attained, so CIL has also started venturing into various other sectors, including setting up of thermal power plant at Pithead. Government has approved about 2 months back 2 thermal power plant to be set up by Coal India Limited, one in Odisha and other is in Madhya Pradesh. CIL has planned to take up about 3000 megawatt of solar capacity on their decoaled land and also in Rajasthan and Gujarat. Coal India has now taken up large scale afforestation on the decoaled land. You may be knowing that CIL possesses about 2 lakh hectare of land acquired at different point of times in last 60 years for mining and other purposes. But now about 30,000 hectare land, the coal has been taken out, land is lying. So now CIL is repurposing that land into afforestation, setting up of solar facility, and new area which you may be interested in knowing is the pump storage projects. CIL mines after decoaling, typical geographical feature is that there is a large size water reservoir, then there is some head available, either a mountain or a natural head. So if a top reservoir is built and a hydro plant is constructed along with the solar, then it can meet the requirement of our energy storage. During daytime, using the solar, one can lift water, and during night time it can be released to generate hydroelectricity. So I am happy to share that CIL has identified 20 such potential sites in their decoaled areas to venture into setting up of the pump storage projects. NLC is also planning in one of their sites, one of their decoaled mines. So the coal companies are into diversification mode after meeting their primary responsibility, and I would like to also share one last issue. You must have read earlier that evacuation of coal and logistic constraint and coal not being made available. Honorable Prime Minister launched National Logistics Policy in 2022. Under that policy, the objective was to reduce the logistic cost, which is currently 14%, to about 8 to 9% at par with the various developed countries, and also to enhance the logistic efficiency, and also to bring our logistic performance index to be among top 25 countries of the world. So under that policy, all sectors who are affected by the logistics are required to undertake complete exercise and prepare sectoral plan for efficient logistics. Coal being an imported sector affected by the logistics, so we undertook an extensive exercise during last 1 year on PM Gati Shakti principles. So PM Gati Shakti, launched by the Honorable Prime Minister, aims at creating multimodal connectivity to all economic zones. From the perspective of the coal, the economic zones are our producing mines and the consumption centers, thermal power plant, steel factories, cement factories, and so on. So if we are able to efficiently evacuate coal from mines, transport it efficiently to the destination, that is our logistics. So on PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan, it's a digital platform which has over 1500 data layers. All possible geographical features are available on PM Gati Shakti NMP, whether it is rail, road, port, water bodies, forest, whatever, everything is there. So we mapped all our existing mines and the proposed mines, then the existing railway infrastructure, upcoming railway infrastructure, thermal power plants, major consumption industries, and then identified through a micro analysis the gaps. And all such identified gap projects, we called them gap infrastructure project, were listed. And in consultation with the Ministry of Railways, all such projects have been incorporated into a document called Comprehensive Coal Logistics Plan. You might have seen that the Honorable Union Minister Coal has launched it 2 days back. So now we have identified all such futuristic railway projects which are required for efficient evacuation of coal from coal mines, both CIL mines and all the private sector mines, to the possible consumption centers. So this is a big logistic plan that has been approved, and I am very sure that in times to come we will have just in time supply chain efficiently managed for supply of the coal. And we are also promoting the sea rail route of the coal, and for that from Mahanadi coalfield to the Paradip or Dhamra or Gangabaran ports, whatever constraints were there that have been identified and projects undertaken. From Talcher to the Paradip, it is a 2-lane railway line. It's being converted into 4-lane. And then at Cuttack, there is a junction of 2 major railway lines. So a rail over rail is being planned. So for the eastern coast and maybe the lower half of the western coast, the requirement can be cost effectively supplied through the RSR route. That also is being promoted. Since this event gave me an opportunity to talk to you about all initiatives about coal sector. So apart from HEMM promotion into the mining sector, I thought it appropriate to talk to you so that generally you and through you the concerned stakeholder know about what is happening into the sector. I thank all of you to have spared time, participated, and look forward for any valuable suggestion. Thank you very much.
Coal India Limited has organized this interactive session with the industry for promotion of Make in India in heavy earth moving machineries. As most of the manufacturing units are located in and around Chennai, so we have called the industry, interacted with them. As you know, under the Make in India, Ministry of Coal through Coal India Limited is promoting the industry to manufacture for our HEMM requirement. In last few years, significant manufacturing capacity for heavy earth moving machinery have been added. Coal India has provided many enabling provisions to promote Make in India, and results are coming very, very favorably and positive. The outcome of the event is that we have been able to share with them the policy framework. We have received significant suggestions. Now a high-level committee is already working on it as to how further it can be improved. So the suggestions received today will be dealt by the high-level committee, and I am sure that will further pave the way forward for faster growth of Make in India into this HEMM sector.